My child, I have seen your pain, the ache you carry behind your smile, the heaviness that greets you before your feet touch the floor each morning, the silent cry you've hidden from everyone, but not from me. You've wondered if I hear you. You've questioned if I still see you, but even now I am with you. Even now I am holding every shattered piece you've tried to hold alone. You are not invisible to me. I was there when they left you. I was there when you felt forgotten. I was there when you tried to be strong, but fell apart behind closed doors. Not once did I look away. Not once did I withdraw my presence. I have been close, closer than your breath. When the darkness whispered that I was gone, I've waited to speak with you because I know how tired you are. You've carried things no one knows about. You've smiled while bleeding. You've helped others while breaking. You've walked through fires that no one applauded you for surviving, and yet you are still here. That matters to me. Every breath you've taken in pain, I've counted. Every tear I've held, every unanswered prayer, I've kept them all not as denials but as seeds. Seeds I am about to rain upon. My child, you have not been overlooked, even when it felt like I was silent. I was speaking through the stillness. Even when doors slammed in your face, I was saving you from what you couldn't see. Even when the world labeled you broken, I was calling you mine. I know what you've endured. I know the nights you couldn't sleep, the thoughts that wouldn't stop, the fear that gripped your chest like chains. I know how you blame yourself, how you think you should have been stronger, but I never asked you to be perfect. I only asked you to be honest, and you were. You came to me in weakness, not pretending to have it together. And that, my child, is where your healing begins. You don't have to try so hard anymore. Let me be the one who carries you now. Lay your tired heart at my feet. Stop running in circles trying to fix what only I can restore. You are safe here. Rest, not because everything is solved, but because I am with you in the middle of it. I am the stillness in your storm. I am the voice that calms your anxious thoughts. You don't have to perform for my love. You don't have to earn my favor. My love for you was sealed before you ever spoke a word, before you ever got it right or got it wrong. I chose you, and I do not unchoose what I have called blessed. My child, breathe. You are not falling apart. You are falling into me. I know it's hard to trust again when life has let you down. I know how tightly you've held onto control because it's the only way you felt safe. But I'm asking you now, open your hands. Let me hold what's too heavy for you. You're not meant to carry this alone. Let the pressure go. The pressure to be everything, fix everything, prove everything. Lay it down. Let it break in my presence. I do my best work with broken things. Let me rebuild you, not into who you used to be, but into someone even more radiant, even more grounded in grace. I know the pieces that have scattered from your heart, and I know how to fit them back together in a way that brings beauty, not shame. You are not beyond repair. You are not too far gone. Your worth is not measured by what you've lost or how long you've wandered. You are my child, my delight, my creation. Even now, I'm healing what you thought was untouchable. I'm stepping into memories that once made you weep, and I'm pouring my peace there. I'm walking into your past, not to shame you, but to restore you. I'm reclaiming what the enemy thought he could steal. I am restoring the years. I am redeeming the broken timelines, the missed opportunities, the painful seasons. I am the God of resurrection, not just of bodies, but of dreams, of identity, of joy. You haven't failed me. Even in your wandering, your heart never stopped reaching for me. And that reaching, that fragile faith you kept alive through all the pain, it is enough. I see you trying. I see you showing up when it would have been easier to give up. I see your silent prayers, the ones you never said out loud. I answer those too. You don't have to be strong for me. You just have to be real, honest, vulnerable. Bring me your doubts, your mess, your disappointments. I won't turn away. I never have. My love does not flinch when you fall. My mercy does. Not dry up when you're weary. My grace does not shrink back when you're at your lowest. It runs toward you, always. Let me carry you now. Let me teach you how to rest in love that isn't earned. Let me quiet the shame that keeps lying to you. Let me show you who you've always been in my eyes. You are not what they called you. You are not the sum of your failures. You are not your trauma, your heartbreak, your delay. You are chosen. You are loved. You are holy because I made you so. Let me remind you who you are. You are mine, formed in love, not in fear, breathed into existence with purpose, not by accident. You were never a mistake, not your birth, not your story, not your existence. The world may have told you otherwise, but I speak a better name over you. You are beloved, not tolerated, not barely accepted, fully wanted. I smile when I see you. Even in your mess, I delight in you. Even in your struggle, I see beauty. Even in your confusion, I see a heart that still hopes, and I honor that hope. There's nothing about you I would throw away. You are not too much. You are not too sensitive, too intense, too emotional. You are exactly who I designed you to be. I placed your compassion in you. I placed your sensitivity. I placed your strength. Stop apologizing for your heart. Stop shrinking to fit places that were never meant to hold the fullness of who you are. You were never meant to blend in. I set you apart for something greater. You don't have to chase validation anymore. You don't have to beg for love that mirrors back emptiness. You are already fully loved, already fully known, already fully accepted by me. Let that be enough. Let my love anchor you when people pull away. Let my voice be louder than the ones who criticized you. Let my truth be your foundation when everything else feels unstable. My child, I know the lies that have shaped your identity. I know the harsh words you believed in childhood, the moments you were overlooked, the rejection that felt like confirmation that you were unworthy. But I am rewriting the script. I am breaking the generational patterns that said love is conditional. I am removing the masks you had to wear just to be seen. You are safe to be your true self with me. You are not hard to love. You are not forgotten. You are not too damaged. You are not disqualified. You are exactly who I say you are, and I say you are enough. Even now, I am healing the way you see yourself. I am pouring truth where shame once lived. I am casting out fear and planting peace. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to let me love you. And I do, completely, eternally, unconditionally. Even in your lowest moment, especially then, I see my reflection in you. You are not failing. You are transforming. You are unfolding into who I've always known you to be, and I delight in every step you take. I have not been disappointed in you, my child, not once, even when you felt you let me down, even when you walked away, even when you questioned everything. My love never wavered, my arms never closed, my heart never turned cold. You are not a burden to me. You never have been. Your questions don't scare me. Your doubts don't offend me. I am the one who shaped your mind, who understands every hesitation beneath the surface of your words. Come as you are, not as you think you should be. Not polished, not perfect, just honest, just here. That's where I meet you, at your most vulnerable, your most human. I am not looking for performance. I'm looking for connection, intimacy, the real you, the one you try to hide from the world. That's the one I love most deeply. You don't have to hide from me. I already know you, every thought, every wound, every regret, and I still call you mine. I still call you worthy. I still choose you again and again. I know how weary you've been. You've carried the weight of expectations, the disappointment of delays, the sting of unanswered prayers. You've wondered if something is wrong with you, why others seem to move forward while you feel stuck. But you are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared for something sacred. I am not withholding from you. I am building something stronger within you. The waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. I am deepening your roots. I am strengthening your foundation. So when the blessing comes, and it will, you will not be shaken. You will be ready to carry the weight of it. I am not just blessing you, I am growing you into someone who can handle abundance without pride. Someone who can love deeply without fear. Someone who carries peace no matter the storm. You don't see it yet, but you will. You'll look back and see how every delay held a lesson, how every closed door was my hand protecting you, how every detour was actually a redirection toward destiny. My child, I am not finished with you, not even close. There is still so much more I've placed inside you, dreams you've forgotten, gifts you've buried, parts of your soul you've silenced just to survive. I am calling them back to life. This is not your ending. This is your awakening. This is where old shame dies and new joy begins. This is where I breathe on your dry places and rivers begin to flow again. I am doing a new thing. Even now, it is springing up. Do you not perceive it? You've walked through the wilderness, but the wilderness is not your final home. It was only a passage, a holy training ground, a place where I could have your undivided attention, and I used it well. I refined you. I stripped away what could not follow you into the next season. I revealed who truly stood with you. I taught you how to depend on me alone. You are stronger now than you know. Not in the way the world defines strength, but in the way heaven does. Humble, rooted, gentle, unshakable in your quiet obedience. That strength will carry you forward, because now you're not performing, you're abiding. You're not striving, you're trusting. You're not reacting, you're responding from a place of peace. I have made you new, even while the world tried to define you by the old, even while others clung to outdated versions of you. I see who you are becoming, and I am well pleased. You've survived more than most know, and yet you still choose love. You still choose hope. You still whisper prayers in the dark. That is power, that is beauty, that is worship. Heaven has seen it all. The sacrifices, the silent surrender, the nights you kept faith alive with nothing but tears. I will reward it. Not one act of faith has gone unnoticed. I am the God who sees, and I have seen you in your highest moments, in your lowest valleys, in the quiet decisions that changed everything. You've done well, my child. Even when you didn't feel like it, even when no one said it, I say it now. Well done. You have walked through fire and emerged with gold. Now, let me restore what was lost. Let me return the years the locusts have eaten. Let me rebuild the dreams you thought were dead. Let me bring laughter back to your lips and light back to your eyes. I know what was stolen. I know the betrayal that shattered you. I know the friendships that faded without explanation. I know the doors that slammed shut right when you thought you'd found your breakthrough. But I am not done. This month, I will begin to move. I will open what no man can close. I will whisper your name in rooms you've never entered. I will stir hearts in your favor. You will not have to chase. You will not have to beg. You will not have to prove your worth to anyone. The blessing I give will come by my hand alone, not by hustle, not by performance, but by grace, because I love you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, my child, my delight, my vessel of light in a world full of shadows. Get ready, my love. You've been in survival mode for so long, but I am ushering you into a season of joy, laughter that bubbles up without fear, peace that isn't based on circumstances. The tables are turning. Those who doubted you will witness your rising. Those who dismissed you will see the evidence of my favor on your life. But do not gloat, do not boast. Stay humble, stay hidden in me. Let your life speak louder than your defense. I will vindicate you in due time. I have seen your integrity. When you could have retaliated but chose peace. When you could have exposed others, but chose silence. When you kept walking, even with a bruised heart. That is what I bless. Not perfection, but purity of heart. not loudness but loyalty, not titles but truth. I will honor you, my child, not just in private, but in places where dishonor once followed you. I will turn your pain into platforms. I will use your scars to heal others. Your story will carry power, not because it's pretty, but because it's real. Because you let me in. Because you allowed me to redeem what others gave up on. You said yes, even when it hurt, and I will build upon that yes. I will expand it. I will breathe on it. I will multiply what you surrendered. Nothing surrendered to me is ever wasted. Not time, not tears, not the years that seemed like failure. I collect every broken moment and shape it into glory. You are stepping into harvest. The seeds you sowed in secret are about to rise. The faith you held when no one was watching is about to be rewarded. Do not fear the blessing. You are ready. I would not give it if you were not. I've tested your heart, not to punish, but to protect. You can carry what's coming. You will. Not lose yourself in the overflow, because you've learned who you are in the drought. You've learned that your identity is not in what you have, but in who you are to me. And to me, you are everything. My joy, my vessel, my anointed, my light in the earth. So rise, my child, rise in confidence, rise in peace, rise with expectation. For this month, a great blessing awaits you, not because of the calendar, not because of chance, but because I have declared it over your life. And when I speak, nothing can stop it. I've been moving in ways you could not see, behind the delays, beneath the stillness, within the silence. I've been arranging divine appointments, shifting atmospheres, softening hearts, laying foundations in places your feet haven't touched yet. Every no was part of my yes. Every ending was protection. Every redirection was mercy. Every detour was a pathway to something higher. I was not absent in the closed doors. I was present in them, holding you back from what would have broken you, guarding your destiny from counterfeit opportunities. You didn't miss it, my child. You didn't mess it up. You didn't fall too far behind. You are right where you need to be for what I'm about to release. Nothing I've promised has been cancelled. I am not a man that I should lie. What I spoke over you still stands. What I whispered in the quiet places of your spirit still echoes in heaven. You felt like time has passed you by, but time bends to me. I am not bound by clocks or calendars. I can restore in a moment what you thought was lost forever. And I will bring back the joy you buried, the laughter you haven't known in years, the passion that felt like it faded away. This is the season of revival, not just around you, but within you. I am resurrecting the parts of you that gave up, the parts that stopped dreaming, the parts that settled for survival when you were made for overflow. You have not seen your greatest days. They are not behind you. They are rising now, bursting forth from the soil of your obedience, your surrender, your faith that held on even when the outcome was unclear. This is the season where the fruit begins to show, where what I planted in the dark begins to bloom in the light, where what grew in secret becomes the testimony that others can see. You've been faithful with little. Now I will trust you with more. Not to overwhelm you, but to bless you. Not to distract you, but to establish you. Not to change your heart, but to reward it. The shifting has begun. Can you feel it? The atmosphere around you is changing. Old burdens are breaking off. New strength is being poured in. Your spirit is waking up to what I've prepared. This is not just breakthrough, it's transformation. You are being made new, not patched up, not improved, but fully, wholly, divinely remade from the inside out. You will not carry the same pain into the next chapter. You will not walk with the same limp. You will not live under the same cloud. I am removing the residue of the wilderness, the shame, the fear, the bitterness. I am lifting it off of you. I am cleansing your soul. I am making space for joy again. You don't have to be guarded anymore. I am your protection. I am your defender. I am your shield. You don't have to fight the same battles anymore. What once drained you will no longer reach you. What once confused you will now become clear. What once haunted you will lose its grip. Because I am renewing your mind. I am pouring truth into the places that were twisted by trauma. I am releasing you from the narratives that said you weren't enough. You are enough. You always were. I will remind you every day until you believe it again, until you walk in it, until you speak from it, until you radiate it. Your identity is not in the struggle. Your identity is not in who hurt you, what failed, or how long it took. Your identity is in me, and I say, you are chosen, you are set apart, you are called by name. I placed you on this earth with divine purpose. No one can cancel what I ordained. No one can take what I have given. No one can erase the light I placed inside you. You don't have to fear what's next, because I go before you. I stand behind you. I walk beside you. I live within you. Every step you take is covered. Every decision you make in surrender will be aligned. Every risk rooted in faith will be honored. I will not let you fall. Even if you stumble, I will catch you. Even if you trip, I will guide you back. Even if you wander, my love will follow you. This is a new day, and I am doing a new thing in you. The heaviness is lifting, the fog is clearing, the light is breaking through. You are not who you were. You are wiser, softer, stronger, deeper, more. Anchored in my truth, you've grown in the hidden place. Now I will bring you into the open, not to spotlight you, but to fulfill what I've spoken. To let your life be a living testimony of my goodness. Many will see and wonder how, and you will say, it was God. Not your strength, not your strategy, not your status, but your surrender. That's what I bless, a yielded heart, a spirit that trusts when it doesn't understand, a soul that leans in when it would be easier to walk away. You chose me, and I've never stopped choosing you, even when you doubted, even when you wrestled, even when you nearly walked away. I was still chasing you with mercy, still covering you in grace. Still whispering your name through every valley. My child, I love you. I say it again because you need to hear it. I love you, not the idea of you, not the cleaned up version of you. You, just as you are. I have plans for your life that your mind can't even comprehend. Plans to prosper you, plans to give you a future, plans to bring beauty from ashes. You are entering a divine unfolding, the kind that no one can stop. The kind that comes from my throne and touches your life in ways that shift everything. I will make rivers in the desert. I will make pathways in places that seemed blocked. I will surprise you with how quickly things shift once my hand moves. But stay humble, stay close, stay surrendered. Don't get distracted by the blessing. Stay anchored in the one who gave it. I am your source, not people, not positions, not platforms. Me, and I will never run dry. As you remain in me, I will remain in you, and you will bear fruit, not just for yourself, but for others. Your healing will heal others. Your freedom will open doors for those still bound. Your voice will carry authority, not because it is loud, but because it is rooted in truth. You carry something sacred, the light of my presence, the weight of my glory, the fragrance of my love. Protect it. Not in fear, but in reverence. Be careful what you attach your soul to. Be wise with your energy. Guard your peace like treasure. This is holy ground. You've walked through fire to get here. Don't go back to what I've called you out of. Don't entertain what I already broke off. This is your moment to rise, and nothing will stop what I've ordained. The enemy tried. He came with distraction, delay, discouragement. But you stood, you held on, you refused to let go of me. And now, I will honor you in the open, in the light, in the presence of those who once questioned your worth. They will see what I've always seen, not the struggle, but the strength, not the flaws, but the favor, not the shame. but the shining of my glory upon your life. A great blessing awaits you, and it's not just what you will receive, it's who you are becoming in the process. That is the greater gift, the transformation, the healing, the deep knowing that no matter what happens, you are mine. And because you are mine, you will never be forsaken, never be forgotten, never be left behind. You are walking into fullness, into divine alignment, into joy unspeakable, into peace that passes understanding, into promises fulfilled in real time. Hold nothing back from me now. This is the moment, this is the turning, this is the shift. You will look back and say, that was the month everything changed, because I, the Lord your God, have declared it so, and when I speak, the blessing cannot be delayed. You don't need to rush anymore. You don't need to strive, prove, or perform. I am not in the rush. I am in the stillness, in the quiet places, in the breath you just took. Slow down, my child. The road ahead will not be built on anxiety. It will be built on peace, on trust, on the calm confidence that I am guiding you step by step. Let go of the pressure to have it all figured out. You are not late. You are not behind. You are walking in divine rhythm, my rhythm. And I waste nothing, not one delay, not one detour, not one tear. I am the God of perfect timing, and I know how to deliver you into what is yours without chaos, without confusion, without fear. I will not let you miss what belongs to you. What I have ordained cannot be intercepted. Not by man, not by fear, not by the enemy. Rest in that truth. You don't need to be afraid anymore. You don't need to brace yourself for more disappointment. You don't need to expect pain every time you open your heart. I am doing something new. This is not a repeat of the past. This is not another cycle. This is not another false start. I am breaking the pattern. I am releasing you into freedom. You are safe to hope again. Hope will not mock you. Hope will not leave you empty. Hope will not betray you, because I am the source of your hope, not outcomes, not people. Me. And I never fail. You've been carrying so much for so long. Worry, fear, disappointment, self-blame, regret. I see it all. And I say now, lay it down. You were never meant to carry it alone. Let me lift the weight from your shoulders. Let me soothe the aches you forgot how to name. Let me quiet the storm inside you. You have permission to rest. You have permission to release what never belonged to you. You have permission to stop holding everything together. I hold you. I hold your mind. I hold your emotions. I hold your future. I hold your heart with care. You are safe with me. There is no safer place than inside my love. No shadow too dark. No mistake too great. No wound too deep. I see everything, and I still delight in you. I still call you mine. I still say you are good. I still say you are worthy, not because of what you've done, but because of who I've made you to be and who you are becoming. You're becoming more whole, more present, more connected to my heart, more rooted in truth. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. And it is beautiful. Let the fear fall away now. You don't need it to survive anymore. You don't need it to protect you. You don't need it to make decisions. Let love guide you. Let peace lead you. Let my spirit fill your thoughts. Let my presence flood the empty spaces. You've spent so long surviving. Now I am teaching you how to live, how to enjoy again, how to trust again, how to breathe without anxiety riding your chest. This is a sacred reintroduction to joy. Joy that doesn't demand perfection. Joy that isn't waiting on circumstances. Joy that flows from knowing I am with you, always. I am walking with you into this next season. You will not go alone. I will go before you. I will make the crooked places straight. I will open the right doors and close the ones that would harm you. You can trust me, even when you don't understand, even when you don't feel me, even when things look uncertain. I'm still trustworthy. Let that be your anchor, not what you see, but what I've said, not how you feel, but who I am. I will finish what I started in you. I never leave things undone. I never abandon what I begin. And I began something holy in you, something eternal, something precious, something sacred. You may not feel strong, but you are held by strength. You may not feel courageous, but I am your courage. You may not know the next step, but I do, and I will not lead you into failure. I will lead you into favor, into peace, into fullness. Let go of fear. It is not your inheritance. It is not your guide. It is not your truth. Your inheritance is peace, and I give it freely. I give it fully. I give it without condition. My peace is not fragile. It does not change with circumstances. It does not depend on outcomes. It is rooted in my presence, and my presence will never leave you, my child. Come now and receive this blessing. Let it cover your spirit. Let it wrap around your soul. Let it seep into the deepest places of you, the places that have waited so long to exhale. I bless you with rest, real rest, soul rest, the kind that quiets your mind and softens your body, the kind that reminds you you are already enough. I bless you with clarity. May your eyes see what I am doing. May your ears hear my voice above the noise. May your heart discern what is true and what is not. I bless you with courage to take the next step, to keep believing, to speak up when needed, to be silent when wise, to stay rooted in who you are, even when others don't understand. I bless you with healing, from memories, from heartbreak, from fear, from all that still lingers beneath the surface. May my healing presence move through every cell of your body, every corner of your soul. I bless you with protection. May no weapon formed against you prosper. May every lie be broken. May every hidden trap be exposed. May you walk in divine safety. Covered by my angels, I bless you with divine alignment, that you would be at the right place, at the right time, for the right reason. That what is yours will not miss you, that what is not meant for you will fall away with grace. I bless you with joy, laughter that bubbles up from within, peace that doesn't make sense, hope that refuses to die. I bless you with favor, with yeses you didn't expect, with opportunities that remind you I am in control, with blessings that overflow so much you have to share them. I bless you with deep, unshakable love, love that heals, love that holds, love that restores, love that calls you back to life again and again. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. This is a holy turning, a sacred beginning, a divine reset. Take my hand. We walk forward now, together, and I will not let go, not now, not ever, never. Amen.